is Catherine Roseland here with Board Game Geek TV at Spiel 2013. I'm sitting here with Tak and Simon Lundström.
Lundström.
Yeah, right. From Japan brand. And they're here to talk about their new game, Lost Legacy. Is that right?
Yes. Well, among others.
Among others. We're going to start with this one, right?
We'll start with this one. I'll start with this one because this is what everybody wants to hear about. Due to a little, well, I don't know if it was good or bad, this sold out before the fair even started. I'm very sorry. We tried to bring more, we couldn't. We knew that this would sell, but well, you can't all. This is sort of a follow-up for Love Letter. Mm-hmm. It is designed, it's running on exactly the same engine as Love Letter. But it was picked up by a friend of the designer. So it was sort of co-designed because he sort of slapped his own ideas onto it.
Ah, I see.
And this contains 2 decks of stuff. So you can, it's 32 cards. So you have these cards. This is the basic set, and this is sort of an alternative. For every one of you who have bought this game or actually managed to get a copy, I would advise you to actually play the original game about 10 or 20 times before you go on this. And if you know Love Letter, you know that 10 or 20 times means about 10 or 20 minutes to play, so shouldn't be too bad. There is, like in Love Letter, you just shuffle all the cards, you deal 1 card to each player, and you have 1 card in hand, draw 1 card, play 1 card. Try to stay alive, try to not get out. I guess most of you like Love Letter, so I'll just sort of assume that you do know. The difference between this and Love Letter is that it's not as much as about throwing the other guys out as in Love Letter. Love Letter is very much relying on that people are pushed out of the game. Yeah. Whereas this does actually, the end, it relies on that everybody's still in the game, or that almost everybody's still in the game when the game ends, at which point you guess where is the Lost Legacy. And the Lost Legacy is card number 5. Okay. So what you do when the game has ended, everybody's sitting there with a card, and you have a couple of hidden cards put down here on the table called the Ruins. Some of them have been able to be looked at, and sometimes it's been shuffled and so on. And you go like a bit like in Citadels, you go like, okay, who's number 1? Okay, no number 1. Who's number 2? Okay, I'm number 2. Okay, so now you get to guess first. So you're trying to end up with having a low numbers possible in the game. But you can, I mean, the lowest card, the 1, if somebody sees this, because there are functions in the game where you get to look at the other's cards. If someone sees and you have the 1, you're immediately out. So it's a very dangerous card to sit with, like the princess in Love Letter. But basically it is like this. You just deal all the cards. You get a card, you get a card, you get a card. 1 card goes into the Ruins, and then it's like, okay, I play this card. Nothing happens. You'll go. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. You get to play a card. You just play that. Tak gets a card. What do you want to play? He plays this. And this allows him to actually peek at 1 card in the Ruins, and then he may exchange that with his hand. So it's a lot of exchanging cards back and forth. Okay, yeah. I'm doing the same. I don't remember if he exchanged it or not, but I'm saying, okay, I know, I want to keep this. So
my turn, and
yeah, and sometimes you
all the same.
Yeah.
Not shuffling.
Yeah. So what happens is that sometimes cards are added to the Ruins. Sometimes they are never taken away. But the thing is with a 5, sometimes with a 5 is that you cannot play it because you have to sit on it. But you can play a card that says you can look at a card and then exchange it. So you need to keep track of where are the cards going. Okay, I looked at that card and then it went there and then blah 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 blah. So it's a matter of small probabilities. But it's really fast, it's really cool. And once you get starting with this deck, which is quite a bit more hard to get what you're actually doing, you start to see the possibilities of this game. And it's already the second expansion, and the 3rd is coming out in 2 weeks with another expansion. So it's like unlimited possibilities. He wants to sort of redevelop, so we have a lot of Lost Legacy coming.
Fantastic. Will this be reprinted soon at some point in time?
Well, it's been picked up by AEG, so they're doing the...
So we can look forward to their version of it. Thank you very much.
They're doing good.
That was
Thank
Lost
you.
Legacy.